Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. Hello, welcome back. Hey. Alright, we're back with another episode of YGO Theory Crafting. So, last time, we went over and looked at Dynamorphia, a budget variant, and as well as a very special Orcus variant that is very strong. So, since Justice Hunters is just around the corner, and I mean, with around the corner, I mean in a couple of weeks, months, I don't know. Is it like this, end of this month, next month? I don't know. Anyways, it's coming soon, and it's going to shake the meta once again. So we haven't had that big of a shift since December 2024, when Crossover Breakers release, and we got the Malice cards, we got the Ryzeal cards, and now with the new release of the deck build pack. It's always the deck build packs that change everything, man. In this case, we actually have all of the 3 archetypes that they release being viable. So that's something I'm really excited about. First of all, Dragon Tail. We have the Yummy cards, and then we have the K9. Let me see if I can find one. Spelled K9, but obviously it refers to K9. Let's search this. There we have one. Is that a card? No, I don't know. Izuna. Here we go. All right. So I just pick one that I thought would be representative for the deck. Anyways, so I have looked a little bit into Dragontail, and I have looked just a little bit into the canine archetypes. People splash them with Vanquished Souls. And Yummy is super interesting. I haven't checked them out yet, but I would like to read the card effects and see what we're going to, what we have here. It's like a low level archetype again that also focuses on, I think, synchro summoning, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. So we have a synchro archetype, a Exceed archetype, and a fusion archetype. So that's going to be interesting. I think the easiest one to explain for me is Dragontail, and I think that's where we're going to begin. So let's open up all the Dragontail cards. So we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 in total. The whole deck revolves around, obviously, fusion summoning. I think it's fusion summoning on the opponent's turn. I'm not sure. Was it? I don't think it was on the opponent's turn, but I think it could do that. Anyways, so it revolves around these two boss monsters, Althyron or Gramel. And all of these monsters, let me put the canines down there. They have an effect that is related to fusion summoning. So Femina is your main, I guess, your enabler, because it's a quick effect. Basically, it's a hand trap fusion. And if any of the Dragontail card is being sent to the graveyard for fusion as a fusion material, we can set one Dragontail spell or trap, and that's how you set your disruptions, or you get your other fusion cards, your Keto Dragontail or your Rahu Dragontail, which are both fusion cards, I think. Yeah. So Mull also has that effect, that when this card is set, being used as a fusion material, we can set one card. The same goes for Lucius. She's your Stratos, your normal summon, and yeah, adds a card, and if used as material, sets a card. Now these two are special, so we have Pan and Urgula, the big ones. So we have a level, what level is it? 6 and level 7 one. Well, 6 one is if this card is sent to the graveyard as fusion material, fusion summon, we can set one Dragontail spell or trap. The same with this card, with basically every monster. But in addition, this one is focused on monster removal, I think. No, this one is recursion. This one is spell trap removal, I think it was. Yeah. So if this card is being used as a fusion material and you set a card, we can destroy one monster on the field. No, never mind. This one is the monster removal, and this one is the spell trap removal. Oh, that's okay. So it was that. And then we have the 2 trap cards, and then 2 fusion. I mean 2 spell cards with 2 fusion cards, which is really cool. So both of these cards are ways to access your fusion cards. So this one is your main fusion card. Fusion summon one Dragontail fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, deck, and or field. Also, you can special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, except fusion monsters. Alright, you can only activate once per turn, or one Rahu Dragontail per turn. This card in itself is insanely busted, because it puts out either the Dragontail cards for free on the field, because it fuses also from the deck. If you play a fusion deck, obviously, or a deck that doesn't require extra deck, because you're locked into, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. It doesn't even restrict you from special summoning other monsters, it just restricts you from summoning fusion monsters for the rest of this turn. So it's not like even that a card that that locks you from comboing off first and then actually activating Dragontail right after. So this is insanely strong. So we can make Dragontail splashable in a lot of other different decks that uses fusion cards, which is very exciting. Now, Cat Dragon Tail is more for the archetype. Add 1 Dragon Tail monster from the deck to your hand. Then, if your opponent controls a monster, which in the first turn, like, obviously not. But we can also summon a Fusion Dragon Tail monster from extra deck using monster in the field. So it's like Shadow Fusion, but better. It's like, imagine Shadow Fusion, but Shadow Fusion also being a search for the archetype. That's really cool. Dragon Tail Flame is your and Horn. These both are your I mean, obviously the defensive spells that you, as traps that you set when using them as a fusion material. So this one negates spell effects, and this one, and it has an extra effect that recurs a card from the graveyard banishment to draw a card, and this one is a monster removal. Returns it to the hand or extra deck. Then we can place 1 Dragon Tail card from the graveyard banishment also in the bottom of the deck, draw 1 card. So both of these cards have that effect. And now to the main cards, the boss monsters. So first, Grammel. It requires 1 Dragon Tail monster and 1 monster in the hand, very specific. This card as well, 1 Dragon Tail monster or 1 or more monsters in the hand. When you activate a Dragon Tail card or effect, quick effect, you can target 1 card your opponent controls to destroy it. So this card is very cool if you have Grammel on the field together with Femina, because she is a quick effect discard on the opponent's turn. So we can trigger Grammel on the opponent's turn. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, which happens when you fuse, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field, which basically makes this an extra. Let me see. Yeah, okay, we can only use each effect once per turn, so this becomes an extra body to fuse with. If this card is fusion summon, you can target monsters on the field and or in any graveyard up to the number monsters used as material from the hand, return them to the hand. So this card makes it very disgusting, to be honest. So, alright, I'm so happy that this card, Rahu Dragontail and Ketu Dragontail, they don't have fusion in this card name, because that would make for insane stuff. So Althyron, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Altharion is it? Has the ability to recur cards from the graveyard or on the field up to the monster the hand. So because this card is a very generic card, I don't know, man. It feels like once you have once you have a way to access like Lucius through Engine, get access to Dragontail, use Dragontail to get Althyron, and use Althyron to bounce cards for combo potential for certain FTKs. That is really nasty. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, we can special summon this card by mention when it leaves the field. The same card as this card's recursion when we fuse another time. We can only use each effect once per turn. So these cards are very easy to understand and explain, to be honest. And right off the bat, we can already kind of tell like what kind of ratios we can play every card. So Femina has an effect that is our hand trap. We always want to have her in our hand. We can discard this card, fusion summon 1 dragon or spellcast a fusion monster from your extra deck, use a monster from your hand or field. Now this one doesn't specifically require you to fusion summon a Dragontail card. We can also fusion summon other spellcaster fusion or dragon fusion monster, which might be very relevant. However, when using this card here, this card is being discarded. So by the time you actually fuse Altarion, you would have to use 2 other monsters from the hand, I think. Let me see. From your extra, use monster from your hand or field. So either you have one on the field or on your hand, but basically you need the Dragontail monster. Probably you have it on your hand, plus another monster in the hand, so which is a lot of resources. If this card is sent to the graveyard as fusion, we can set 1 card. Since we can also set a spell or trap, means so this one fuses, gets you the Rahu Dragontail, fuses, or either get you get a Dragon Tail fuse, so it fuses like 3 times, and sets up these 2 cards in a very. I mean, you can play this in a very concise engine, which I'm super happy about if you want to do that. So this one spellcaster water, dragon earth, interesting. Now Dragon Tail Muller, scorpion, dragon, I don't know. We can also so has the same effect as Vimena, except that this card needs to be on the field to activate its quick effect. Except of discarding, which is really cool because it's like it can use itself as material, whereas as Vimena has to discard and then use 2 other cards to fuse. This one comes with a restriction though, that you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except fusion type monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, we can set 1 card. Also, we can negate the effects of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, which is relevant. And Lucius, we just went over, just like Stratus, summon her. Either normal or special, we can add Dragon Tail monster from the deck to hand. Alright, never mind. This just adds a monster, it doesn't add the spell. Okay, so what we do is Sabe Lucia, add Vimena. Vimena discard. But then you would have to have another monster to fuse, and then that's where it pops up. So you really want to see a lot of monsters, including one of the fusion, to really get going. Okay. Now Pan is your monster removal when being fused, and also sets the spell trap. Also, this card has an effect that if a face-up fusion monster we control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can place this card on the bottom of the deck and special summon 1 non-fusion Dragon Tail monster from your graveyard. So that is something we... Okay, so this one is the same, but this one... This one has a really cool effect in the graveyard. So it doesn't say that we have to have any... It's unconditional. So if this card is in the graveyard, we can target 1 spellcaster Dragon Tail monster in your graveyard. Place this card on the bottom of the deck to add that monster to your hand. Okay, so that's how we get our hand refilled. I don't know how many do you play this card and how many do you play this card. Both are really nice. I would start off with playing 2 and 1, depending on like what's needed. I think 2 Pan and 1 Urgula, maybe 1 Urgula is fine. Depending on like how many cards we really need. Actually, these are kind of bricks if you draw them, because they cannot fuse themselves, which is kind of difficult. Flame and Horn. I think we fuse so many times that we want to probably play 2 and 2 of these cards. So target 1 face-up spell on the field, negate its effect. Then you can place 1 Dragon Tail card from your graveyard or banishment from the deck. So even if you just have this card, negating a spell is fine as like a 1-to-1 trade. And this card, return it to the target 1 attack was. Yeah, so because the second effect is optional, you can play. This is a very generic, really. I mean, it's a good 1-for-1. Yeah. And then it pluses if you are able to recur your Dragon Tail cards. So I think maybe just 1 of each is fine. Whereas Flame is less because it's just, I don't know, a spell. Maybe it's important. I don't know how many people play. Or maybe just play this card here. That can also be the case. I'll just leave it as maybe also 3, so 2 and 1, but we will see. So as for the fusion, I probably would go for 2 and 2 at least. I think Ramel we will summon more often than Altharion. I don't know. So usually Grammel is a very good. So usually you go Grammel, summon Grammel, and then summon Altharion, I think. Right? Or just summon Altharion and then summon end on Grammel. I think that's it. Let's see. Let's just put 3 and 3. I don't think you need 3 and 3. But yeah, that's what I wanted to try it out. So for testing purposes, I kind of like want to go over every card without any other card, from other engines, and just see what they're able to do on their own. But I'm pretty sure it's like, I mean, we can already tell. So we will start with 3 cards. So activate Femena will fuse the other 2 cards, one Dragon Tail monster and one other card, either on the field or in the hand, to summon the Altharion. Altharion. Okay. Actually, this is, wait, I thought this is once per turn. Okay, once per turn. So since Femena is being, okay, so Altharion will return Femena back from the graveyard to the hand. First, return 2 cards. Wait, up to 2 cards, right? Yeah, 2 cards. And Femena chain and set Rahu Dragon Tail, or even Ketu Dragon Tail. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? We go Ketu and then Rahu. We'll summon twice anyways. Let's go Ketu. Set this card. We add these to our hand. Now we activate Ketu to add. Here we have a normal summon yet, so we can add more or Lucius. But I think Lucius helps us plus more, but she cannot fuse our cards. So more. Activate this card. Use into Grammel. Use Altharion. Mull. Oh no, and there needs to be one in the hand. So one of the other card. So Grammel. Was that it? Okay, I think so. Let's try this again. I think you can do more with this card. Okay, fuse 2, definitely go this first. Okay, so what about if we set Rahu? Yeah, I think Rahu is fine. So here we can special summon another Altharion. I don't think this makes sense because we can only recur one time per turn, so you have to use summon Grammel here. Let us use Altharion. Actually, no, we can, since we can use one from the deck, and the other one needs from the field or from the hand. That's fine. So, hand, deck, and or field. So in this case, it's good. Why to use? Doesn't matter really. I think Pan. Okay, so we. Okay, we got it. So it's either hand, deck, and or field. So that means so when we use one from the deck, we have to use one from the hand. And when we use from the field, we can. I don't know. Anyway, fusion summon these two. Activate pawn to set a card. Also, this pawn is going to special summon another monster. So here we can use Ketu to add one more monster. But we... yeah, so we haven't normal summoned yet. So we go Ketu. So do we want to destroy one monster on the field? I don't think so. So... non-fusion. Okay, so Japan. Oh, okay, so we cannot do the special summoning it. I just read it. If he face a fusion monster needs to be destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard. This is very specific, so we will never see that probably. Okay, so what do we do then? Use Ketu Dragon Tail. Get more. Summon more. And fuse into another Grammel. Does it even do anything? So use Grammel. The other card. No. So, I don't know. Okay, for hand or field, it says. I wonder why I couldn't pick more. So, I'm pretty sure you would want to pick more here. So you can set at least one spell or trap. So this card does nothing on the field, right? Okay. Got it. Let's try that again. So we summon this card. Definitely Rahu Dragon Tail is a good +1 here, right? Special summon this. Use for fusion. Ah, wait. This one doesn't have the restriction. Okay, so it was only pan. So I think in this case then we want to use Urgula and one other card or hand. Activate this card. Set Ketu. No, not destroying. Okay. Misclicked there. Okay, so this first. Check. Set Rahu. Activate Rahu. Get Grammel. Use Urgula. This card. Okay, so here we want Ketu. No, don't destroy, please. Alright, so here we can return this card onto the bottom of the deck and add one other card. So basically add Femina again from the graveyard back to our hand, which is really nice. So we have one more resource to play with. I think in this, anyways, we always want to do that. So here we can now use Ketu Dragon Tail to search our normal summon. In this case, if we activate, so if the opponent has a card, we will be able to fusion, which would be really cool. I'm pretty sure you want to pair other fusion cards with this archetype. Otherwise, I don't know, it feels a little bit lackluster still. Lucius is able to get us another Dragon Tail card from deck to our hand, which is nice. But it's not able to fuse. Only Mole is able to fuse now. So hand of field. So fuse. So it uses 1 Dragon Tail monster plus 1 monster in the hand. So 1 Femina, definitely. And the other card is maybe Altarion. Another one. And then make rank 8. Rank 8. Confusion summon another Grammel. Oh wait, I just realized we haven't used their recursion effect yet because they need to stay in the graveyard when we're going to fusion summon. Oh, I get it. Okay. Activate more and then set the horn. Okay, so we have 2 level 8s here. Let me try this again. I think we can do more. Okay. So this, get back this. This one sets Raw Dragon Tail. Activate Raw Dragon Tail, special summon Rammel. So here, okay. So if we pick Altarion from the field, we have to pick the other one from the hand because the fusion requires 1 from the hand. So it's either 1 from the hand and then the other one from the deck or field. We kind of want to have Altarion in the graveyard when we fuse again, but we wouldn't be able to get out the other cards. Actually, wait. Let's use this and use this card. Okay, never mind. I forgot we cannot set another card yet. Okay, this doesn't work then. Special summon this. Okay, then special summon Grammel. From the hand, and then from the deck, we're going to get out the Orgula, maybe. Activate Orgula. That Ketu. Don't destroy. Yeah, I mean, activate Ketu. Here we have to then get more. You don't even need to play Lucius that much. But I'm pretty sure she comes in handy because she's an opener. Get more. As you play more, I don't think you only need 1 of them. Okay. I think the best we can summon it is Altarion. We cannot get the other cards out there, unfortunately. Yeah. Get this, set this, and use this to get Femina. So on the opponent's turn, let me think. So Femina can use this card to summon a Dragon or Spellcaster Fusion monster. However, if your hand does not have any other monster card, sometimes this happens, you won't be able to summon the Dragon Tail cards, which I don't think you even need. Yeah, we will have to check what we have here. So fusion, we can summon dragon or spellcaster. Primate dragon. Okay. Oh, this card is busted. Alright. So the new cards are really interesting. Dragon is so powerful though. I'm pretty sure we can break this somehow. Okay. Okay. I kind of wanted to see what we can do with one card only, though. I don't think we can do that much. Oh, true. Wait. We need to have one monster at least from our hand. Okay, so because of these fusion cards, we're required to have one monster. Let me see. There needs to be another way to do this. So all we want for Round Dragon Tail is to get body on the field and use a Dragon Tail from the deck to set a card, which then would be Ketu Dragon Tail. Ketu would add us the Femina. Would discard this to fusion summon from the field and from the hand, which we don't have anything in the hand yet. Or we go Ketu, get Lucas, get Femina, then we have combo. Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. So this is one we cannot even fusion the other cards. It says fusion summon one Dragon Tail fusion monster from an extra deck. Never mind. I thought this card could summon any other fusion monster. Never mind. This is alright. This card was it, but this only works if the opponent controls a monster, which we cannot rely on. Alright, never mind. Got it. Okay, never mind. So, it does require a lot of other cards. How do other people play? Let me see. So... Man, it's also really cool to see in OCG, seeing Orcus topping again. Great. Whenever I feel the Phantasme is good in this format, I think Orcus is... I mean, Phantasme is really good for Orcus. Yeah, okay, so most of the time people play it with Magistus, which is really strong because the newest Magistus support is kind of broken. Okay, so they do only play it in this lineup here. So 3 Femina, 3 more, 3 Lucius, and then 1 Pan and 1 Orgula. We do play 3 and 1 of these cards. So that is same. Magistus card is only 5 more monsters, and then that's it. Which makes it super easy to play. So we only play 1 Grammel, but 3 Altarion. Okay, let me see how that works then. So we got one of the new Crowley. So the only thing that we need him to do is special summon himself when we search him. That's the only thing that mattered for the Magistus engine. Because before, the Magistus cards were like... there was a lot of potential, because this card is kind of insane, because this card locks people from the extra deck. But it does not see any play anymore. But yeah, this card makes everything. This thing changes how Magistus performs. This card makes a lot of things possible for this deck. And before then, the old Crowley, I think you wouldn't. So you could search him, but you wouldn't be able to summon him. I think that was the problem. Otherwise, you would have a very, very, very easy rank 4 play. Or fusion into this guy, synchro into this guy very easily, which yeah, isn't a thing anymore. So we don't play the Vera, we only play like one Zora or Engine, and that's it. These 2 cards. Yeah. Also, this card is... A spoon is so nice. So, we activate spoon with this card to add, I think... this card from the hand. We special summon this card. This card can... equip it from the one on our extra deck, so... oh wait, never mind. This was wrong order. Okay, so activate. Get this card. Special summon this card. I think we play the red guy because in case we do draw this guy, we can search the red guy, and the red guy can get us 2 bodies again. Yeah, so this one, Artemis, search, get us the red guy. I think something like that. And then we can normal summon. And then we have a Synchro 8 or rank 4. Yeah. So part of the other Magistus cards is the fusion monster, which is the new fusion is really busted. This card here. Now we have some invoke card. This card is also really strong, which we want to play. And this card here. Yeah. So this card is requires 1 Magistus monster plus 1 fusion synchro XYZ or link monster. It's a fusion card, spellcaster, which we can fuse with Cat Dragon Tail if the opponent has a monster. When a monster effect is activated, quick effect. Well, first of all, you can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls or in your graveyard, equip that effect monster to this card, which is really cool. When a monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can set 1 face up because monster you can't control to the graveyard, negate the effect that you control 1 card control. Really nice. I mean, the rest is just hand traps, and I think that's a deck basically. What else? So how do we even play this then? You really want to get your monsters to the hand, or any monster, plus 1 of the fusion cards, which is either Rahu Dragontail, Femina, or Mul, or Ketu Dragontail, or even Lucius. Actually, there's a lot of cards, but it's not like 1 card combos. You really have to have like 3 card combos, but you play it the deck where any combination of any card is combo. So yeah, that makes it quite consistent. I like it. I'm not sure about it. I think you can do more with this deck, but I feel it's a bit, I don't know, man. I cannot see it. I cannot see it yet. There was this card here, which I have taken a look at, which this card makes Magistus, like certain Magistus combos, super insane. So but it does require a lot of extra deck space. So there was a combo where I used this card in conjunction with the Fiendsmith cards and stuff. Yeah, and that was really, really powerful. So what you would do is let me think. So this one comes at the end. It was very important that it was a link to spellcast. I just don't remember how and what I did exactly. So I think it started with Animagistus card. Let me see if we had this somewhere. No, it's not, definitely not here. Definitely not here. Ah, crap. Oh wait, we just deleted everything. No. Okay, this is it for the Magistus ones. And Dragon Tedu. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you go here, you go here. This guy gets here, here. Right. This one is part of this engine. This one is part of this engine. Okay. Right. Let's make a hand size of 3. Let me think. What if we use another Altarion here? No, it doesn't do anything, right? As expected. What does one Lucas do? So this one always adds Femena to the hand if you don't have access to her. Right? So Femena only... Okay, so this one needs then 1 from the field, and then it does require any other monster card from the hand for it to work. So it's not a 1 card combo. This card, this card. Ketu adds Mole and Predator. Okay, so this one is interesting now. We use this card and use this here. Now we revive. Oh no, I don't want to destroy. Okay. I am very, very excited for the new Magistus card for Spoon. Dragontail is fine, I just don't see it, like it's too much that you need. is too much for little power. Anyways, the other archetype that I wanted to go over was let me see. I can like this. So the next thing, the more important type is the K9. That probably will take a while to go over. So they have cards that activate in the hand as hand traps, I think. I'm gonna need to check the... How much do we play from each? And the rest is, I think, Vanquish Soul. We want this card, we want this card, this card. Case of K9. Okay, let's just introduce these cards first. Okay, so we have, let's start with Izuna. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in the hand, very important because in the beginning they have, you can normal summon this card without tributing. This is a 5-star warrior, 2100, 600 defense. That's very okay. You can only use each of the following effects of K9 number 17 Izuna once per turn during the main phase. If your opponent activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal special summoned, you can send 1 K9 card from your deck to the graveyard. So it basically is a hand trap that says if the opponent activated a hand trap, a monster effect hand trap in hand or graveyard. So this might be even something that is potent on later on in the game. We can special summon this card to foolish a K9 card from the deck to the graveyard, which is very interesting. So apparently, so let's say you do something, your opponent ashes, you activate Izuna, special summon her, send a card from the deck to the graveyard. Jokol. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in the hand, you can normal summon this card without tribute. The same, has 2000 attack, 1900 defense, 5-star. This is dark. They are okay. Izuna is Earth. The other ones are also Earth, like Earth Dark. Okay. You can normal summon this card without tributing. So unfortunately, not something you can play with Impulse. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can reveal this card, and when other level 5 monsters in your hand special summon, both they cannot be used as material for the XYZ summon of a light monster, which I don't think that's a big restriction. During your main phase, you can add 1 non-aqua. Wait. Okay, oh, because she's aqua. You can add 1 non-aqua K9 monster from the deck from your hand. This card activates on the field. And with this kind of 1 other level 5 monster in the hand. Okay, this one needs another level 5 monster in the hand. Okay, so all the K9s are level 5s. Warrior, Aqua, Beast, Warrior, Pyro. Okay, so now we have the cool guy, the edgy. Lupus. I don't even know what that is. Number 00, but I mean it's 0. Not 0? I don't know. During the main phase, if your opponent activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect. So also during the main phase, so it's very like Tribal Tactics Talon. You can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. If your opponent has activated a monster effect, so that means you can play Izuna. Izuna foolishes Lupus from the graveyard. And this is a quick effect. Lupus will be able to summon himself because the opponent has activated a card. That's why you place Izuna on the board. And Lupus will summon himself back from the graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. But you overlay basically for level 5, and you can make Durandal. You can make. Okay, so it's like it has level 5. What does it do? It's like rank 5. Rank 5. And then. During your opponent's turn, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolves with XYZ summon using this card you control. You can only use it once per turn. An XYZ monster that has this kind of summon, you can target this card with card effect. This card is super nice, man. So this card being able, so let's say you play this card, you get this card, maybe the opponent of Fua loses you. You can just leave it with Izuna and Lupus on the field because Lupus will be able to special summon the level 5. Yeah, anyways, yeah. So this one is Ripper. Looks like a fusion of Izuna and Lupus. And then we have the Hound, which is just Lupus, right? I don't know. Oh, never mind. It's just like it's not. They are not fusions. It's just like strong versions of those cards. Okay, so Izuna, Ripper, Lupus, Hound, Werewolf is Lantern, maybe? I don't know. We don't need 2 Hounds. Jokol. It's just another level 5 that really works really well with this deck. Number 66B, Lantern. If your opponent has 2 more cards in their hand, you can normally summon this card without attributing. Does this card also has this effect? No, it does not. You can only use each of the following effects of K9 once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target 1 non-pyro level 5 K9 monster in your graveyard, which is every card except Lantern, and Aqua cannot target Aqua herself, so that makes sense. Special summon both it and this card. Okay, so it's like that card, but it's like the graveyard recursion, but they cannot be used as an XYZ version of light monster. Okay, so both of these cards, Jokol and Lantern, they go hand in hand together. The one restricts you from, so both of them restrict you from XYZ light cards. I wonder whether there are like busted combos with Ptolemaeus. That's why they restricted it. During your main phase, you can add 1 K9 spell trap from your deck to your hand. So this one is monster. This is basically Jokol, but it's just spell trap. Yeah. And in this case, the only card you would rather play, the other K9 card you would play, spell trap, I think is this card here. The K9 X-Force Liberation. Yeah. Like, it's crazy that you can just special summon this card from the hand if you have a level 5 kind K9 in the graveyard for later. Just makes it special summon, like it's just an extra rank 5 for free. But this one requires another one in the hand. Okay, X-Force Liberation. During the main phase, target 1 K9 XYZ monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck 1 K9 XYZ monster with a different name by using that monster you control as material. This is treated as an XYZ summon transfers materials to the summon monster. You can destroy 1 card your opponent controls at the end of the battle phase. If your K9 monster battle this turn, you can set this card from graveyard. So, this one is really cool. Like, you set this card. It's really good for disruption. Opponent targets or tries to remove one of the K9 cards. You chain the Liberation, special summon the other card. And destroy one card. In the battle phase, we can set this card again. So we can change Ripper to Werewolf into wait. And with a different name. Okay, so we can go Ripper into Werewolf or Hound into Werewolf. I mean, that's literally what it does. It says in the picture. So let's read these cards. 2 level 5 monsters. You can detach one material from this card, add one K9 card from your deck to hand, then if your opponent activates a monster effect this turn, which is always true if you are able to summon your Izuna this turn with your what's this character called? Lupus. Then Ripper's effect is always valid. We can set one K9 quick play spell from the deck or graveyard, which is really cool. We can set the Force Liberation directly. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card. Negate the effect. Oh my god, this card is so nice. What? This card is so strong. And you always have on the opponent's turn the way to... I mean, you would have to play through one interruption through Ripper. And then have to go through Werewolf because Force Liberation summons the Werewolf. While this card has material, and the cards are getting transferred under Werewolf, it can attack a number of times each battle phase after the number of materials attached to it. This has 3,300 attack, which is big because it's over 3k. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach one material from this card and activate one of the effect. Depending on whose turn it is, basically your opponent's turn. Look at your opponent's hand and banish one card from it face up until the end phase. Yo! Oh my god, this card is so strong. What? So if they don't remove this card, like, it's OTKing on the next turn, otherwise... Okay, so it's like... Yo, this punishes hand traps. So strong. What? Okay, but what if you have Jokul in the hand with no other level 5 monsters, it's just dead in the hand, right? Oh, not really. You can normal summon Jokul. Wait, I just realized. Wait, they can always normal summon themselves. I forgot. Non-Aqua Monterek from a deck to hand. So you would normal. So in case you draw a Jokul, you would add Jokul to add. What monster would you add? The Izuna, right? Okay, so this one is nice. Case of K9. Experimental Liberation. Special summon one K9 monster from a hand or graveyard. Then you can special summon one K9 exclusive monster from the deck or extra deck. Okay. Alright, this one is also a quick play spell which we can search. The fact that we can just target any rank 5 XYZ makes it 4 really cool combos. We can special summon one K9 XYZ monster with a different name. View that monster controls material. Transfers material to the summon monster at the end of the battle phase. Okay, so the Liberation. Okay, this one has to target a K9 XYZ monster. And you then can destroy one card in return. But this card can also target other generic rank 5 monsters and turn them into the K9. But it doesn't have the destruction effect. I see. Then we have this card, the Case of K9. Oh wait, we haven't read Hound yet. 2 level 5 months can be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. The turn it was special summon, which is really cool. Because, oh wow, it has 2,500 defense as well. Oh man, it's a light. Why is it a light card? So Jokul and Lantern, if we use them using their effects, we cannot summon the Hound, but I don't think that matters too much. Like, you summon this card from at the opponent's face, or I don't know, if you have Izuna, you Lupus, and then I don't know, Fool lost you don't play, you just skip turn. Lupus summons the Hound together with Izuna, and then Hound is just there. It's gonna be destroyed by battle or card effect, and just it's an extra protection. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, this card gains a further attack when that effect resolves. Wow, what? This is insane. So this can get super huge. But I mean, you can still remove this card. This is not that big of a deal. 1% during standby phase, you can detach 1% and then target one card on the field, banish it. So the opponent has to remove this card at any point of time. I see. I see. Okay. I'm liking this. Okay, I'm a big fan of the K9 cards. This is really cool. Case of K9 is when this card is activated, you can add 1 K9 monster from your deck to hand. It's the reason why you wouldn't play this card. I think that's a cool effect. K9 monsters you control get natural attack the turn your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard. This is a huge boost, 900. If this card is in the spiral and trap zone, is destroyed by a card effect, you can set 1 cannon quick from deck from graveyard. The fact that it just searches the K9 cards. I mean, do you need that much? I think in the pure variant you would play this card at least once, right? It's like a free K9. Why not? Okay, and then there's Vanquish Soul. Okay, so there's also pure K9. Yeah, you can also play this in pure. Okay. Play this with this card. These are Blast of the Negation Fortress. Negate any card effects activated in this card's column. This is so nice. As a pendulum effect, if there is a column with no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this from once per turn. This way, you get any effects activated in this card's column. If this card is the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in the pendulum zone. This card is so nice, man. So together, so if you play pure K9, this is an like free rank 5. Wow, rank 5s are back again. Okay. Okay. I get it. I see it. Okay, so what is super nice is you can play Durandal plus Droll. This makes it so potent. So if you so on the opponent's turn, if you don't, I don't know, you just for some reason you don't decide to go into your Ripper, you go Izuna and use Lupus to go on the opponent's turn into Durandal. Activate Durandal's effect to so the opponent activates a card, you go draw them, and then you go Durandal and then shuffle all their cards from the hand back to the deck. Wow. Wow. Okay, this one can only search special summon if the opponent card uses ones. Okay. So if the opponent doesn't do anything, it's just like feels very weak. This is a card we can banish this card from the graveyard. Something. You can banish this during the end phase. You can banish this card from the graveyard. Okay. Sad. Okay. Negation Fortress is very nice. I like it. Okay. So there's pure canine, but there are a lot of people that pair canine together with Vanquish Soul. Don't know about that yet. I have to read all the Vanquish Soul cards. Alright, so we're done with the canine. The final one on the list is the Yummy archetype. Yummy. So as for Yummy, I have no idea how we play this. It's like, is Yummy the more worst? Is it the worst of those three? Wonder. No, I think Dragon Tail has to be the worst one, right? We also see it in the light. Let me see. We got the Cupsy, 3 Cupsy, 3 Cookie, 2 Lollipo. Okay, so this one is an Obedience School deck. This card is so broken, man. Obedience School? What? Yummy Redemption. Do we play this? Oh my god, Obedience School in this deck. Alright. Cupsy Yummy. If you control a Link 1 monster or a level 2 Synchro monster, which all of them are level 2, you can... They're also 2 now all. You can special summon this card from your hand. So... This reminds me a lot of Sprite, but level 1 sprites. You can only special summon one, comes in one special in this way. If this card is spelled on, you can add 1 Yummy card from the deck to your hand. This is exactly Sprite Blue. Oh, this card was special summoned by a Synchro monster's effect. You can draw 1 card instead. Fine. Okay. Cookie Yummy. If you control a Link 1 monster or a Link, you can special this card. Yeah, you can special one special way. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can have more face up, or if this card was special summoned, you can destroy that monster instead. Okay, this is good removal, but body. Lollipop Yummy has the same. It can special summon itself. If the card is normal special summon, you can have 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, or if the card was special summon, you can banish that card instead. So I see why you would play only like 2, because it doesn't do. I mean, it's still a great card, but it's less strong if the opponent doesn't have anything early in the game yet. This one destroys monster, which is nice. Yummy Surprise. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect once per turn. So you can basically activate 3 of these and use 1 effect each. Target 2 light beast monsters you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. That's a quick play, which is strong. Special summon 1 Yummy monster from your hand or graveyard, but it cannot attack directly this turn. Okay, so special summoning the Cookie from the graveyard makes okay, you can only destroy the monster if it's summoned with special. Okay, I see. And so these are all level 1s, but where's the tuner? Oh, never mind. All these cards lets you treat the yummy cards as tuners. Okay, Kapsi is a better one. The Kapsi Yumi way. If this card is synchro summon, you can add 2 yummy monsters from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card. This is powerful. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return this card from the deck for the extra spell. So 2 yummy monsters from your graveyard. Perhaps Cookie Yummy way. For this card synchro summon, you can treat one. You can discard the synchro summon. You can target to face one monster face down. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can return this card from the extra spell graveyard. So they both return themselves with extra deck. Okay. This card too, yeah. Lollipop Yummy way. Okay, this card special summons 2 monsters. This card is Book of Moon. And this card adds cards and discard 1 card. This card is strong. Especially when you monster in your hand or creature, but it can attack directly this turn. Or turn 1 field spell from face of field or creature to the hand that you can play when your hand face of field. So is this card strong? Yumi monsters you control gain power attack for each light beast monster on the field. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If you control link one, you can tackle 1 monster creation special in this kind of creation. You can tackle 2 Yumi monsters in your grave and order. Okay. Okay. So this card. This is also field spell. They have 2 field spell cards. If you synchro summon a light beast synchro monster, you can target 1 card and destroy it. This is strong if a face a monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect. Except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 yummy monster from your deck. So if this card is in the graveyard, we can target 2 yummy monsters in the graveyard and or banishment. Place them and this card to the bottom of the deck. If a face-up monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, we can special summon 1 yummy monster from the deck, which happens rarely. I don't think so. That happens that much. Maybe it does. It's through card effect, not through battle. This card is in your graveyard. So this one is for recursion and interruption when you synchro summon. This is like the one you want to have in the field, right? Obedience School is crazy. This card. Okay, and then we have the Link monster. Yummy Snatchy. 1 level 4 lower light beast monster. Okay, so it just doesn't need to be Yummy card, which is important, and this turns any light level 4 lower light beast into a Yummy card. If this card is a Link 1, it's always dangerous. If this card is special summon, you can place 1 Yummy field spell from a hand or deck. Also, you can link summon level Link 3 or higher Link monster from the rest of the turn. You can only do one once per turn. During the main phase, on your open battle phase. Okay, so this one is a quick synchro. That's how we do this. Alright, so the fact that we can use any level 4 lower light beast monster to special summon the Yummy Snatch to place the Yummy field spell. This card. If we control Link 1 monster, which we have. Well, we don't have the Yummy monster in the graveyard then. I see. Okay. Okay. So let's have a test hand. So only Kapsiyami. Activate Kapsiyami to add. Okay. And Cookie, I guess. Get the field spell. Special summon this. Cookie Yummy. No. Okay. Okay, so do we synchro summon immediately? Minion. Okay, so this card. And then we special summon the Yummy Way. One tuner. Okay, so it needs to be the Link 1 monster. Okay. That gets to be treated as a tuner. Add 2 more cards. Discard 1 card. Oh, we already activated Cookie Yummy, so we go this. We go this. We can special summon Cookie, so we have all the monsters there. Okay, this one is a more complicated. I think this deck is more complicated, much more complicated to play in comparison to the Dragon Tail and the Canine cards, because the effects to shuffle these cards back to the extra deck to interact with the opponent, and all these cards like have different effects, and you have to be very smart about like what yummy monster you place, or you want to summon, or you want to search. I mean, you will search for all of them, but I think it's, I don't know, it feels a little bit difficult because you can mess so many things up. This one is strong. Okay, this one too. Go Yummy Way. Now here we can special summon 2 more cards, so probably the Snatchy and another Yummy card. Okay, so this one can special summon. You can summon Herald here, which is probably what you want to do. Also, the Yummy cards have so many attack because of the field spell here. Crazy. I think you want to have 1 of each. So we have Lollipop, we have Cupsy, and then maybe the Cookie Yummy. This one is Book of Moon. But just there, because there's a tuner. Or we can use it. The last one, we go Snatchy. Yeah, so Snatchy allows us to quick summon. Once you summon using monster you control into a Yummy monster. So we can use these 2. No, these are all tuner. We have to summon the regular Cupsy cards and then use them to synchro summon the other ones. I see. Okay. Interesting. This is all from just 1 card, basically. Yeah, this was all from just Cupsy Yummy. Right? Almost. Strong. Okay, so other cards that would be good for this deck is Herald of Arclight. I don't know, Link Spider. probably need that. Almirage, maybe. Okay, people play this with Sky Striker because it's also Link 1. Metal Marcher? This is a card we can definitely play. Extender. Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay, so from all the archetypes that we have checked so far, I think the Dragontail Magistus is interesting. I'm more excited for the Magistus cards than I am for the Dragontail cards, but the Dragontail cards seem to be real. Like, it's almost like Alistair again, where it's like Effusion, but like the ceiling is only that high. You know what I mean? It's like the very, I mean, it's very predictive, like how you do what you do. The cards are really cool though, but I'm not sure. Like the cards themselves are very strong, but it really comes from the Magistus cards, to be honest. I mean, the Dragontail is fine. I think I've seen better, but it requires always 3 cards in the hand. I don't know. K9 is probably the most viable of them for a reason. Because this card is not necessarily a deck by itself. Like, you can play K9 pure. It's like a rank 5 engine, which makes it much more better because it's inherently really good against hand traps, and this card deck wants to get hand trapped. Yeah, you can splash this into any deck that feels good, I feel. People play this with the Anchor Souls. And then Yummy is like not an engine. You have to play a full Yummy deck or don't play Yummy. It's like not one card that you can play, and then yeah. If you like the archetype, if that's for you, it's an Obedient School deck. It's maybe something for you. Like, reminds me a lot of the, what's it called, the Prank Kids archetype, very much. But yeah. But the K9 is very small though, and is very strong, the engine. Anyways, happy to meet all these deck archetypes. I will see you next Thursday for a stream. I'm thinking whether we should be streaming earlier, but I will think about it. If we stream early, we will also stream longer. I have to check my schedule. Wait a sec. So the upcoming week we have Friday streams, Saturday streams, and Sunday streams. So 4 streams again. Usually it gets busy and then we only have 3, but we do have 4 next week. And then the week after we also have 4. But after that, on the second half of June, it's only going to be 3 streams from then. The same times at 6 in the evening, CET, CST, except for next Friday, which we'll have to see when we're going to do that, but probably around very early on this time at 10:30 a.m. until 12 noon. So yeah, but that's that. I will probably post that as well sooner or later. All right, with that being said, I'm happy to have you here. See you. Maybe you learned something, maybe you don't. I don't know. Have a good evening. Good night. See you. Bye bye.